Everything is worth trying to learn. Every question that you want to know, it's worth asking. Don't let anybody think that the questions that you want to ask or the things that you want to figure out is not worth it, because I'm not gonna lie, I used to be like that. Like, I used to let my questions, I used to think about my questions and be like, it's not even a good question. I don't really think I should do this. I don't really think I should say that. But bro, how do you expect to learn anything if you're not asking questions? I used to always get confused by this in school, because they used to be like, if you have any questions, you need to ask. But I was never the one to ask. Like, I was always the person that never wanted to ask questions or never wanted to raise my hand. But y'all gotta understand, bro. Y'all can't be scared to ask questions, because if you want to know something, bro, you gotta speak. Closed mouths don't get fed. You gotta be able to ask people questions and try to figure out what you're trying to figure out. Because I'm not gonna lie, a lot of things that I figured out is by asking questions and by asking questions to myself. Sometimes I can find the answer for myself, but sometimes other people got the answer. So that's when you gotta ask other people and get other people involved. So that's why you can't be scared of asking questions. And it's okay to be curious about things. Bro, like, don't let nobody think that your questions are not valuable enough, bro. Every question matters. No matter what it is, every question matters. Because now look, say that you got a question, right? And you just think it's not the most valuable thing, and you ended up asking them, and now you probably got more questions that lead on from that question. It's like a chain reaction when you asking all these questions, like the song, asking all the questions. Nah, but I'm just saying, bro. I'm trying to let y'all know that it's okay to be asked to ask questions and to be curious about things in life, because every question probably won't be able to be answered, but you can probably come up with your own answers eventually, one day, somehow, some way. We got the internet. You got people around you. If you don't got people around you, I know you got a phone. I know you got something to look up something. Like, you could look it up. Like, a lot of this, like, music stuff that I do, I looked it up. A lot of the YouTube stuff, I looked it up. Because I had questions for myself to be answered. And the only way that I was gonna get answers if I tried to get answers. You gotta try to get answers, because a lot of people don't try to get answers, and now they stuck just wondering. I was like, a long time ago, not a long time ago, I'm not that old, but a long time ago, where I used to just always wonder but never try to get answers. And I was always the one that just never asked questions, because I always thought any question that I had was just not a good question. And I want y'all to know that every question matters, bro. So don't let people, social media, anybody let you think that your question is not worth asking, because every question is worth asking. Because how do you expect to even get information and communicate with people if you ain't got no questions to ask them? So, and that's a part of just really finding people that's open to communicate with you, and that's just going to answer your questions regardless of how the situation is, or regardless how the question is. Because unfortunately, we have people on this earth that are unwilling to communicate and unwilling to be patient with people. So the question that you ask them, they'll probably just be like, bruh, they'll probably just look at you crazy, like, but you're really just trying to ask a question and get an answer, and they just looking at you like you crazy. But you really are confused. Like, you really are wondering and trying to get an answer. That's life. That's life for you in a sentence. It just be like that. Like, I don't know. But y'all gonna find y'all people, I promise. Just keep asking questions, keep being curious about things, learn new things every day, and just grow as an individual, bro. Because There ain't you, bro. There's so much information on this earth that you need to know and that you should know. So come up with some questions. I don't know. Come up with some questions for yourself. Try to get them answered and try to fulfill that question. It's just like goals. Write down these questions and get them answered. Try to look them up or something. Don't be scared to try to ask questions to people, yourself, the internet. Don't be scared to ask these questions, because if you really want to know, the only way you're going to know is if you try to get an answer. But if you don't try to get an answer, then you'll just never know. Simple. You'll just never know, and you're just going to be left clueless. But me, I had to get out of that phase. I had to get out of that scared to ask question phase, because how was I going to ever get information? How was I ever going to learn if I'm never asking questions or never wondering how to do this or how to do that or how to do that? I had to get out of that phase because I couldn't grow as an individual. I was just stuck in the same spot and I wasn't learning anything new, and I just wasn't learning. Like I wasn't growing. So I had to get out of my comfort zone, ask questions, be curious about things, and just wonder and get answers. So one day y'all gotta come out of y'all comfort zone, ask those questions, bro. Whoever's around you, if you want to know, ask those questions. If you feel uncertain about something, ask a question to be certain. Whatever answer they give you is the answer that they chose. Whether it's you think it's the wrong answer or right answer, whatever answer they give you is the answer they chose. And remember, no answer is an answer. Remember, no answer is an answer. So take that how y'all want it. No answer is an answer. So yeah, man, be curious about these questions. You know, stay solid to people, stay real, always tell the truth, and keep it 100 to people and anybody. And give your honest answers. When somebody has a question for you, bro, just give your honest answers. When you got a question for somebody, tell them that you really want to know the answer to your question. Like, you want to know straightforward how they feel, whether it's wrong or right. You still want to have somebody else's opinion. That's why you ask the question. But a lot of people, so, okay, let's say you got a question for somebody, right? You are openly asking them for their opinion. So whatever they say or whatever comes out of their mouth, bro, you better be ready, because you never know what they're gonna say. They could be straightforward with you and probably hurt your feelings. You asked, but you asked though. So you gotta be ready for things like that too, because a lot of times people be getting offended when you're the one who asked them the question. So I don't know. Just be ready to hear other people's opinion, because it's just an opinion at the end of the day. It's just how they feel. And you was curious about a question, and at least you asked the question. You know, think about it like that. Like, at least you asked the question. That's how I think about it. At least I asked, and now I know how they feel about it. Boom. Straight like that. Now I know how they feel about it, and now I can proceed with my day. Simple. Now I can proceed with my day, because now I know they answer. Now I know how they feel about that situation. Now I can proceed with my day, because now I know how they feel. And remember, no answer is an answer. So if they don't answer you, that's their answer. Straight like that. So every question counts. Every question matters. Ask questions, man. Don't be scared to raise your hand. I love every single one of y'all, and I'll see y'all on the next video.